Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. 4 college students, Moscow, Idaho. They were brutally stabbed to death inside their home in the middle of the night. And authorities are looking to find out who is responsible. Now let's talk about surveillance. The Moscow Police Department put out a Facebook post a couple nights ago, Saturday night, talking about surveillance footage. Check it out.
City of Moscow Police Department put out a Facebook post Saturday evening talking about the case here. And one thing that they did put was detectives are seeking all outside surveillance video taken from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Sunday, November 13, 2022, from businesses and residents within the geographical area below. Detectives are requesting all available video, whether they appears to be motion and content or not. Tips and pictures and videos can be submitted to the tip line they have and the telephone number they list here. But they're looking for photos and surveillance from West Taylor Avenue, north boundary, West Palouse River Drive, south boundary, Highway 95 south to the 2700 block of Highway 95 south, and Arborton and Botanical Garden west boundaries. They're looking for surveillance from these 4 locations. They haven't asked for surveillance from any other location. These 4 locations.
So they're interested in surveillance footage at 4 locations that they publicly put out. Now, I did a Google map on those 4 locations. I will share that with you now, and then we will discuss.
This is a map of Moscow, Idaho, and the Moscow Police Department put out a Facebook post seeking surveillance footage from 4 locations here. I'm going to go through it. Zoom in. Right here is King Road. This is the house here where the murders happened. And number 1, they want surveillance footage from Taylor Avenue. Taylor Avenue, you can see Taylor Avenue is the first road off of where the murders happened. So they're looking for footage there. They also put out they're looking for footage at Botanic Gardens and Arborton and Botanic, which is right here. They're looking for footage there, surveillance footage there. They also put out that they're looking for surveillance footage here at Palouse River Drive West, which is right here. And then they also put out that they're looking for surveillance footage at the 2700 block of 95 South, which is here. So these are the 4 locations authorities are looking for surveillance footage. What I find interesting with this is the town of Moscow. 1, authorities are not looking for any footage. You notice all the footage here is south of Moscow, going south. If you see, they're not looking for any footage 95 going north. They're not looking for any footage from, it looks like Route 8 going west. And it doesn't look like they're looking for any footage Route 8 going east. It's all centered around right outside the King Road home, right? Those roads right by there, and roads going south. So does authorities think that the individual or individuals responsible here came in from the south, left going south, or came up from the south to go to the homes? So go to the home. So that makes it interesting. Is the killer or killers from out of town? Did they get out of Dodge after they did this horrific act? Remains to be seen. Notice that they don't want any other footage, just these 4 locations.
Notice the 4 locations were centered south of the actual downtown Moscow. Botanical Gardens, Taylor, that other street, Palouse, and 95 South, right? So it makes me wonder, 1, why aren't authorities asking for surveillance at other locations going north of Moscow, going 95 north out of Moscow, or even 8 east or west. Why in that general area going south? Does authorities think that the individual or individuals responsible came from out of town or left out of town going south after they did the murders? Notice the surrounding streets that they were looking for surveillance. Makes me wonder, did the individuals or individual responsible park away from the house? Parked by the botanical gardens? Parked along Taylor? Parked along Palmus? What's going on here? Surveillance. They're looking for surveillance footage in that general area going south. This is the surveillance information that they publicly put out looking. If you have any credible information, contact authorities in that area immediately. Hopefully the individual or individuals responsible are caught. Hopefully the police and authorities know who is responsible and they're just building a case. But they're looking for surveillance footage from that area. I'll be covering this case. Stay tuned. I'll update you with any new information that I obtain. I already put a video out about the owner of the house. It's an interesting video. So you need to go back and check the video that I put out about the owner of that house. Praying for all the victims' families. God bless them. And got to get this individual, whoever did this, off the streets immediately. God bless.